Lambton College Lions. Your attendance at this event entitles you to enjoy athletics in an educational setting. We ask that you please show your sportsmanship by positively encouraging the student athletes, respecting the decision of the coaches and officials, and being considerate of other spectators. We'd also like to take a moment to recognize that Lambton College is located on the beautiful homeland that is the traditional territory of the Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Ottawa First Nations. These three individual nations make up the traditional Three Fires Confederacy. We acknowledge the grace and the welcome they have offered to all students, staff, and guests here at Lambton College. Please stand if you're able to move your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Starting lineup, starting with Loyalist. They are the Lancers from Durham. Please welcome 6'1" guard, Roman McKella. From Whitby, 6'1" guard number 4, Romeo Piganza. From Scarborough, 5'11" point guard number 6, Kobe Tablada. From Oshawa, 6'6" forward number 12, Demetris Empey. And from Scarborough, 6'5" center, number 15, Jalen Carter Jolene. Kevin McGuire is the head coach of the Lancers.
Ready, Dave?
Yep.
Okay, wait for the lights here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex here at beautiful Lambton College as we get ready for tip-off between the Lambton College Lions, 4th place in the Western Division of the OCAA, taking on the 5th place finishers in the Eastern Division, the Loyalist Lancers. Lancers early defensive break pushed up the floor here as we look to begin this tightly anticipated and highly anticipated matchup. 3-point shot there by Kobe Tablade, no good. Lions collect. Tyrell Miller working one-on-one, step back, shimmy shake, launches out of bounds up top. And it will be Lancers ball. Key matchup here in today's 4 versus 5 seed collision is Tyrell Miller and Ro McCalla of the Lancers, the 2 highest scoring on average players here in the OCAA. As a nice pass in the cut through the middle, and that is Jalen Carter-Julian with the right-handed finish. Miller and McCalla, 18 games each, the 2 highest scoring on average that played all games here this season in the OCAA, as Gashi turns the ball over and the Lancers look to extend. Ball's taken up top, dribble, ball moved out now. 3-point jump shot, can't get it to go. A.J. Edwards looks to collect the defensive board. He can't get it. And that was McCalla who missed. Tablade to throw it in. Loyalist Lancers, 2nd in the OCAA in points per game, so a good defensive showing is going to be needed by these Lions in order to get through this first round playoff matchup here. Again, in beautiful Sarnia, Ontario at the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex. As we had a sideline step out of bounds there on the inbounds play. Edwards looks to drive the offense here for the Lions. High screen there by Evander Doxley. Kick to Lukic. Lukic for 3. He can't get it to go. Doxley comes out with the rebound. There's Newell, no good. Doxley again. And a wonderful possession there. Couple possessions by Evander Doxley, keeping the play alive. Foul underneath on the Lancers. Lions will look to inbound here. 8:26 left in the first quarter as Doxley sets and hands off to Miller. Miller dribble left. Kick inside to Doxley, who swings. Now it's Edwards in the high corner. Can't get it to go. Ball touches the shot clock up top, and we will reset. Battle of 2 different styles of offense here. The Lions, a more, definitive offense in terms of how they run offensive sets. A little bit slower pace. Really need the half-court set in order to be able to draw their offense. The Lancers, on the other hand, an excellent 3-point shooting team between the likes of Teo Ajuzzi and Ro McCalla, 2 excellent 3-point shooters that are going to work and look to extend this defense, deployed by head coach James Grant. McCalla turns the ball over, length to Doxley, causing some fits for this Lancers team early. The Lions were unable to corral the ball, though, and it'll come back the other way. Doxley again gets a hand on it, and boy, he's been active here in the first few minutes of this game. To inbound now is Tablade. Tablade finds the cutting Carter-Julian. We'll have a foul up top, and Carter-Julian's going to go to the line. Carter-Julian, a quality offensive interior option for this Lancers team. Really does a lot of his work on the defensive end as he leads the OCAA in blocks per game. Gets the first free throw to go. .71% free throw shooter from a big. That's always a great weapon to have as Carter-Julian makes both. Lions now look to set something up defensively. Ball is stolen, picked off. A.J. Edwards turns the ball over, and Ro McCalla back up the floor with the right-handed layup, and this has not been the start desired by the Lions here this afternoon. Miller now over the timeline. Lions stuck 6. 7:22 to go. A little bit of contact up top. That's a foul in this league every day of the week. Lions will look to set here. A lot of action, a lot of energy here displayed by the Lions so far. However, just haven't been able to see the ball go through the hoop. That guy knows how to do it. Tyrell Miller, step back jump shot, no good. Dribble drive now. Laid up top. That's going to be an offensive foul. Excellent defense again by the Lions. That was Romeo Kagenza. And we'll see Milos Lukic. Lukic behind the back dribble, can't corral it. It just seems like the Lions can't keep the ball out of harm's way as Lukic goes up for the two-handed finish. Lukic, first-year guard out of Glendale Secondary in Hamilton, Ontario. And boy, has he been a wonderful addition to this Lions team, averaging just over 10 points a game. Oh, and a backdoor cut as Lukic gets lost there, and Tablade is able to finish left-handed at the rim. 8-2, Lions stuck. Edwards drives and kicks. That's moved. Newell now drives, baseline jump shot, well over the rim. Ball's on the floor, though, scooped up by Miller. Miller's going to lay up with the left hand, gets it to go, and the Lions full court press, or we'll say a little bit of picking up man-to-man in the front court, has created a little bit of issues for this Loyalist Lancers squad. That's a tough shot there. Back iron and out. Ball deflected by Edwards. He'll get credit for the rebound. Miller kicks on the break. That's Lukic up top, and he's going to shoot 2. And that's where the Lions have been able to do a lot of their damage here this year. Transition. Miller so good. Body control. Able to get to the rim himself, or, if he's able to draw an additional defender, he's able to kick, find the open man, easy layups at the rim. That's what this Lions team's been able to do in a very, very tough Western Conference here in the OCAA. We saw yesterday in the first set of games, 4 West Division teams advance as Lukic back irons the first free throw. 4 of 6 that played yesterday, 2 more to go today. Should Lambton and Conestoga advance, you'd have 6 of 8 Western Conference teams win their first round matchup. Lukic good on the second. Loyalist looking to nip that storyline in the bud. As we see Tablade bring the ball over the timeline. He drives left. His pass is deflected, then stolen by Miller. Miller again finds Newell, laid up hard off the glass. A lot of contact there, and we'll go to the line for 2. Newell's really come on this year for this Lions squad. Very highly touted recruit coming in last year from Brussels, Ontario, F.E. Medill Secondary School. Also a avid golfer in his spare time is Owen Newell. You can see the short stroke there works. Owen Newell capitalizes on the first attempt. And the second. We'll have substitutions enter into the game. Lancer ball, 5:38 remaining here, first quarter. 8-7 Lancers lead. Tablade with the ball as the Lancers have gone a little stagnant here. Ball's moved, swung around. That's a Juicy. A Juicy moves, can't get it to go. Tyrell Miller with the rebound, and now he has the long 3 from the elbow extended. Liam Tosh, who's into the game for the Lions, can't get the left-handed layup. And those are the kinds of bunnies that this team's going to need to capitalize on in the paint, especially a guy like Liam Tosh, who has excellent size Those are the kinds of points and possessions that are going to make a difference in a playoff game. Tosh now has to defend. That is Carter Julian, and he has the ball stripped by Gashi. Corey King, who entered the game for the Lions, dribbles left, takes the ball in, two-handed scoop and score. And we've got an injury on the floor. It's Jalen Carter Julian, maybe feeling elbow or shoulder issue down there. We'll look to see. Game was stopped. He's able to remain on the floor. No medical attention needed, so we will play on. We have Tablade from Scarborough, Ontario. Lancers have had an excellent season under his direction at point guard. Jab step, step back, jump shot, no good there. Rebound collected by King. And now Miller over the floor. Lions with their first lead and an offensive possession. Opportunity to extend here. Miller slows the pace of the offense. I think he likes his defensive matchup. High ball screen there as Miller's able to get around his man. Floater in the lane, no good. Ball is deflected and will be Lions possession under the basket here. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. Miller to inbound, finds King up top. This is a very small lineup. A lot of ball handling guards out here for the Lions right now. We have a held possession. Arrow is in favor of the Lancers. We'll see a substitution now as Mike Decius comes onto the floor, replaces Edwards for the Lions. Tabate dribbles up the left side. That is Darnell Walker who swings. Ball now ends up back with Tablade. Carter Julian posted up down low. This is a Juicy who's a huge threat from beyond the arc. Tablade step back, turnaround jump shot. Shades of Michael Jordan there. Everything except the finish. Miller moves the ball on the wing. Great pass to Decius. Miller kicks now to Tosh. Miller thought better of the three-point shot attempt as he slows. 10 on the shot clock. Whoa, a little bit of a wild swing there. Miller gets nothing. Dribbles left, step back. That's a really tough look. Can't get that to go. And defensive rebounds corralled by the Lancers. Lancers look to set up with a Juicy dribbles left. Trapped under the basket, he kicks out, that's Walker. Walker has the ball caught on his leg and thrown away. Lions look to push. They do not have numbers. We'll look to see if Corey King slows this down, and he does. Really need to capitalize on this possession to the Lions. 9-8 lead here, late in the first quarter. Miller, crab dribbles, left, step back, looks for Gashi down low. Ball is deflected. 3 on the shot clock. Lions are going to need to find something and develop something here quickly. Hopefully head coach James Grant has something drawn up here. Be able to get a little easy action, something right at the basket. Sometimes too in these situations, high level, you're not so much always looking for a basket, but just a good attempt at the rim, be able to get an offensive board and reset. They can't as the Lancers come up the floor. They look to set up. Drives baseline and kicked all the way out. That's a Juicy. You can't leave him open, and that's exactly why. That is a 46% three-point shooter, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a huge number relative to OCAA scoring. Corey King has the ball taken away. Lackadaisical play. That's disappointing there as Ro McCalla lays the ball in, and all of a sudden all the goodwill, momentum that the Lions built up there has been wiped away as they trail now 13-9. Double up top. Tosh for 3. No good. I believe the Lancers will take that all day. Tosh has made his fair share of three-point shots. this season. However, the Lancers look at that and say, if that's how you beat us, they'll tip their cap. Ro McCalla misses the three. Offensive board underneath. And we are going to have a Lions timeout after a offensive rebound and lay-in. Lions trail 15-9. Just very stagnant here on the offense as we go to timeout. Lions will look to set something up here as head coach James Grant looks to draw something up. The idea with Liam Tosh, as we were saying earlier, taking those three-point jump shots, he's proven he can make the shot. However, again, in situations like this, the Loyalist Lancers, they're doubling the ball, whether it's Miller, whether it's King, whether it's Edwards, so on and so forth at the top, leaving that roller or shower, if you will, if you want to use that phrase in terms of the pick and pop, which is what Tosh was deploying on the last play. They will leave that open and allow that shot to take place rather than having the second leading scorer in the OCAA in terms of players who have played all 18 games this season, Tyrell Miller, rather than allowing him an easy opportunity at the basket off of a high ball screen. So we'll look to see if there's some adjustments made by the Lions on the offensive end as we continue to move forward. Minute 30 here left in the first quarter. It's going to be Lions ball, full length of the court to go. We've got Edwards back into the game now. McCalla guarding him. Edwards takes. Unbelievable play, A.J. Edwards. Coast to coast like butter on toast, baby. He puts that thing off the glass. And that's a wonderful, wonderful way. Execution out of timeouts. At this level of basketball, so important to be able to get what you want. You only get 5 in a game. You need to take advantage. And there's a wonderful defensive play by Liam Tosh there. Gets the ball to Tyrell Bolo Miller, who's fouled in transition. And we are in the penalty now. That is the 5th team foul on the Lancers in the quarter to only 1 for Lambton. So we'll look to see here over the next 60 seconds or so. We may have a quicker whistle or two down the other end of the floor. The optics of that don't look too great. Miller, no good on the first. Again, I've talked about this many times before in broadcasts here or doing some of the high school level here in Sarnia. Free throws and turnovers. Miller good on the second. Free throws and turnovers always going to indicate the winner or loser of a ball game. So we know the Lancers are an excellent free throw shooting team. They are 3rd in the OCAA in terms of their overall team free throw percentage. The Lions, somewhere in the 60s, about 64% as a team, just mediocre. As we have a great drive left kick and a right-handed lay-in on the left side by Ryan Barrett. Edwards sets up. That's Miller up top, dribbles left. Again, finds Newell on the kick. 3-point shot by Lukic, no good. Ball loose. No one finds it. Off the arm of Milos Lukic. Loyalists will keep possession. 6 to get over. Less than 24, so this may be our last possession of the first quarter. 17-12, Lions trail. Oh my goodness, that's turnstile defense by Milos Lukic. That just can't happen. Layup. Now Miller down. Miller's gonna step back, take the shot, it's long. Ball goes up, unbelievable play. Clayton Burgess with the initial offensive rebound, and then the attempt was collected by Owen Newell, placed off the glass. And that, my friends, is a wonderful finish to a very tough first quarter for your Lambton College Lions. Lions trail 19-14 as we head into the break. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to second quarter action here at the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex inside Lambton College in beautiful Sarnia, Ontario. Well, your Lambton College Lions trail 14-19 against the visiting Loyalist Lancers in this 4-5 matchup, crossover matchup. West Division 4th place team, the Lions, hosting the East Division's 5th place seed, the Loyalist Lancers. Of course, the winner of this game, for those of you maybe unaware, is actually going to be hosting the next round, the quarterfinal matchup next weekend after the 1 seed in the Eastern Division, the Georgian College Grizzlies, fell to the 8th seed in the West Division yesterday. The Sheridan Bruins, 104-101, meaning that 8th seed, the Sheridan Bruins, is going to be traveling to either beautiful Sarnia, Ontario, or Belleville, depending on the winner of this game. Ball is kicked now. Newell for 3, can't get it to go. Rebound is corralled, but unable to gain control where the Lions in the front court. And we have possession up top, 21 on the shot clock, Loyalist ball. Excellent opportunity for either of these teams to be able to control their own destiny next week, with an opportunity at home to be able to send themselves to a OCAA semifinal. Wow, Jalen Carter-Julian, that is a big shot and a big 3 from a big man as the Lancers extend their lead 22-14. Edwards, floater in the lane, front rim and out, he can't get it to go. Edwards now locking up as the ball stopped. And now Julian with a heat check. He can't get that to go. Rebounds collected by Newell. Ball's flung up the floor there by Miller. Gets it up to Lukic. He can't make the layup. And it appears like an out-of-bounds call on the end line there. Again, another missed layup, another missed opportunity by the Lions. Floater, a couple floaters in the lanes, easy-looking jump shots, free throws, layups. It's just been a tough go for this Lions team so far as the Lancers continue to put the ball in the bucket, which is their MO. That's Tuwuzi there with the jump shot. This is one of the highest scoring teams in the OCAA. Miller rejected by Carter-Julian underneath, and now ball's placed out in transition. Right-handed layup on the left side. They can't get that to go. The offensive rebound by McCalla, and he puts that in. And we have another timeout by the Lions as this lead has been extended now to 12 points. Lions trail 26-14 in this OCAA first-round playoff matchup. Again, the Lions here, both teams coming into this game, a lot of momentum. Lions on a 5-game winning streak. The Lancers on a 7-game winning streak. The last loss for the Lions was January 24th at Humber College. And the last loss for the Loyalist Lancers was way back on January 10th against the Seneca Sting. So 2 teams riding some very hot hands and playing some great basketball down the stretch, getting themselves into this opportunity, into a 4-5 matchup. For a while, it looked like the Lions were going to be going on the road to play an opening round game, visiting somewhere in the East. They were able to, again, go on that streak, 5-game win streak, get themselves into this opportunity at home. But now they need to buckle down here and really get themselves back into contention in this game. 26-14 up top. Albin Gashi drives left. He has the ball deflected. My goodness, a lot of contact there. We have a held ball and arrows in favor of the Lancers. Gashi went to the floor. A lot of contact from the big man coming and falling right on top of Gashi. To collect or to get his hands on the ball for the tie-up there. Potentially a foul. Up top now, we have the Lancers driving left. Now kick to Carter-Julian. That's McCalla driving right. Carter Julian facing up Gashi. That's a aggressive jump shot back off the backboard and front iron and out. Edwards, jump shot, 3-point, good. And A.J. Edwards is looking to get this crowd fired up. A little bit more noise here. Take advantage of the home crowd to the Lions. Oh, that might have touched up top as the ball was corralled underneath by the Lions, and then Carter Julian got his hands in there. I believe we may have had a travel there, actually, but called by our official here on the center side. Miller looks to set for the Lions. 9-point difference. Lions trail. He kicks to the corner. There's Edwards looking for the hot hand. He dribbles left, gets into the key. Ball swatted. Now it's kicked. There's Newell. Back to Edwards. Almost the same spot. Can't get it to go. Gashi gets his hand in there, and we've got some contact and a foul. Javante Griffith checking into the game for Albin Gashi. To Woozy. Over the line. Dangerous player. Oh my goodness. Crosses over. Gets to the basket but can't get the layup to go. Great help defense by Newell there. Edwards goes up. We've got a held ball. That's going to stay in possession of the Lions. 18 on the shot clock. Great defensive possession there by the Loyalist Lancers. A.J. Edwards is an extremely tough guy to be able to keep up with step for step. So you got to give some credit there to Ro McCalla for being able to, run side by side with A to the J. Another substitution here as Awuzie takes a seat. To Blade into the game. Miller up top. Miller drives left. He kicks to Griffith. Griffith gets inside on Carter Julian. Layup with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Scrum on the floor. Got a lot of bodies on the deck. The ball somewhere in there. Another held ball. This is shades of a U10 game. The number of held possessions we've had so far. Lancers coming in. Tough playoff basketball. Grinded out. We knew that this wasn't going to be an astronomical game in terms of scoring, that these two teams playoff basketball. It's a little bit tighter. Defensive possessions matter more. Every possession could be the difference in the game as Miller collects the defensive board, and he's up the right side. On the break now, great pass, and Lukic cannot get his hands on it. Boy, Milos Lukic has really struggled so far here today. First playoff action. We've got a timeout here by the Lancers. Coach running down the floor. Lancers, of course, coached by Kevin McGuire. 8th season with the Lancers. Lancers went 11-7 in league play. 6-3 at home, 5-4 on the road, so battle-tested team. Wins over some good programs down the stretch, including a 78-76, knock them down kind of win against the Durham Lords, who were one of the successful East teams winning their matchup yesterday against the Niagara Knights. So the Lords of Durham will be advancing to the quarterfinals here in the OCAA. Also a win on January 20th for the Lancers against the Centennial Colts, 109-101. Colts as well, the other East team that advanced yesterday, defeating the Fanshawe Falcons at home in Scarborough. So again, this is a battle-tested Lancer team. The Lions knew that they were in for a fight here, and Loyalist has kind of taken the first punch so far. 6:07 left here in the second quarter. Jackson Hallward checks into the game for the Lions. Tabate up top. Now he hands the ball off. Dribble left, right, Excel, and he kicks to Carter Julian. Now we have Plashka. Plashka kicks. That's Tabate. Jump shot just inside the free throw line. That's a tough one, and he's able to get it to go. Lions really need something quality here on offense. Miller, one-on-one up top, kicks to the corner. We've got Edwards. Edwards contested three. That's his spot, ladies and gentlemen. A.J. Edwards, the last 6 points, and the only 6 points of the quarter for the Lions, all come from deep from A.J. Edwards as he looks to get going. Lions need to execute here defensively, get themselves a stop, opportunity to cut into this lead. That's Plashka. He kicks Carter Julian against Griffith underneath. Tabate drives right, another one of those tough jump shots. He can't get it to go. They say it hits the rim. Lions disagree with them, but Miller ends up with the defensive rebound anyways. No harm, no foul. High ball screen by Griffith, opens up Miller, and now we've got a second foul on Carter Julian. First foul. Jalen Carter Julian. That's a big matchup. One potentially that the Lions could look to exploit a little bit. Getting him involved in some of that high screen action, forcing him to switch off onto a smaller guard like Miller or Edwards, be able to drive and take, or at least open up a role for one of the Lambton bigs. Potentially, again, creating some foul trouble. We know Jalen Carter Julian, very, very key cog to this Lancers team. High ball screen up top. Ball passes deflected. Edwards steps, kicks, corner three, no good. Griffith can't get it to go, but Miller gets the offensive rebound. He's fouled and is going to the line. Again, free throw shooting going to be so key, especially now that the Lions have dug themselves a little bit of a hole here. Foul was on 32. Ajuzzi. Miller to the line again. Back iron and out. Free throws have been an issue for the Lions here so far today. Gets it to go on the second. Leads now cut to 7. Substitution on the floor. Griffith replaced by Tosh. Lions stuck 7. You're one defensive possession away. To Woozy. Dribble steps, kicks. Tabate front iron and out. Ball's up in the air, collected by Miller. Miller throws it up to Carruthers. He swings to Edwards. Good! My goodness, A.J. Edwards, have yourself a quarter. That was good from Strath Vegas. Speaking of good from deep, Ro McCalla, my goodness. Anything you can do, I can do better. That one was good off the bank. I'm not sure which one's open on Sunday, but he found it. Liam Tosh can't get it to go in the corner. Ball's collected and now pushed to Bade, wide open in transition. That's back iron and out. Carter Julian collects the O-board, steps. We got a foul call. And it will be Loyalist ball under the basket. A few more substitutions here for the Lions. Gashi and Lukic back into the game. Carter Julian, right-handed hook. Great shot, unable to get it to go. Better defense by the Lions and a better job by Albin Gashi there. Collecting the defensive board. Miller works his matchup up top. That's an elbow jump shot. Didn't seem like he had his feet under him there. Couldn't get that one to go. 31-24, 3:11 left here, second quarter. Ajuzzi kicks down low. Great play, screen and roll there. Jalen Carter Julian Just an excellent play and a layup off the glass. Carter Julian proven to be a problem for this Lions team defensively so far. That's Lukic. That's just off the backboard. No reset. Gashi collects the offensive rebound, puts it in off the glass. Lions need a stop here. Carter Julian high. Juicy moves off the screen, can't get it to go. Now Tabate spins. And he is fouled. Looks foul on Albin Gashi there. Looks like we may have a substitution here as Evander Doxley comes back into the game for the Lions. No timeout here. We'll go right to shooting our free throws as Ryan Barrett's going to go to the line. Barrett, left-handed. He's good on his first. Barrett's a 50% free throw shooter there, good on both. As Edwards collects, 10-point ball game, 36-26, Lions trail. Edwards, crossover right, ball's deflected. It'll stay in favor of the Lions. 15 on the shot clock here. See what the Lions are able to create. It's like a man-to-man set by the Lancers off the inbound. Edwards up top, who's been a spark plug for this team, crosses over right, elbow jump shot. My goodness, A.J. Edwards putting the team on his back in the first half of this ball game. A.J. Edwards forces the Lancers into a timeout called. That'll be our final timeout here of the first half. Both teams using their given 2 timeouts. Lions, again, slowly but surely looking like they're settling into the offense there. A.J. Edwards has done an excellent job. 3 threes this quarter. Again, a tough elbow jump shot right there as well. 11 points himself in this quarter alone. Pulling this team back. You can see that Miller trying to extend and get the ball pushed forward to his teammates. Some of those easy transition baskets that have been a staple of this offense during the 5-game win streak headed into the playoffs. It looks like they're slowly starting to settle in. More good defensive possessions, forcing some tougher shots by the Lancers. Again, really making sure that anytime that they're getting the ball in good positions, that they're still fighting through defensively. Carter Julian obviously has had a fantastic game for the Lancers so far. Him as well as Ro McCalla, who we knew coming into this ball game, those guys were going to have an impact for the guys in blue. Carter Julian left wide open up top. He can't get it to go. Doxley collects the rebound. It's off of his foot, and it will be Lancer ball on the side, 14 on the shot clock. Ball's inbounded up top to Tabate. He dribbles right. He's on Doxley. That's a bit of a mismatch. Ball's kicked to the corner. Okay, so the three-point shot is good. We have a player control foul under the basket. It will be Lions ball. That'll be the third team foul of the quarter. That's Jalen Carter Julian, second personal. So again, getting someone like that, a menace really for this Lions team defensively so far. It's getting Carter Julian, in Jalen Carter Julian, his second foul, getting him off the floor. This is a huge opportunity for the Lions here to close out the second quarter. Step back jump shot, good off the glass by Tyrell Miller. Coming up the right-hand side now. The Lancers. Owen Newell switches off. There's Doxley in help. That's a great play by him. Plashka gets rid of the ball. Ball's now up top to Juicy. Juicy sauces, my goodness. Crossover three-point shot, can't get it to go. Ball's tipped around. We're wide open in transition, and the ball's laid up and in. And just like that, the Lions start to take some of this momentum here. 1:06 remaining, 38-32, and the difference being the last few possessions, Jalen Carter-Julian sitting on the bench in foul trouble. Ball is up top, Ro McCalla. He swings, that's Tabate. Tabate uses a high screen, that's rolled by Plashke. Can't get it to go, and the Lions collect. And again, opportunity to cut into this deficit with the big defensive presence on the bench. Miller up, unable to get his first attempt to go. Corralled the offensive rebound. That shot's blocked and then collected by the Lancers. There's Tabate in transition. Euro steps in, high off the glass. My goodness, good finish there with the right hand. We've got A.J. Edwards here. Lions trail 40-32. Could be final possession here the second quarter. Edwards up top, who's been the hot hands for the Lions this quarter. He takes on McCalla, floater in the lane. A.J. Edwards, and oh my goodness, has he had himself a day. That's Ro McCalla for three, can't get it to go. And that will be the end of the first half here. We will go to break. Lions trail 40-34 as we head into half. OCAA matchup. First round playoff matchup between the 4 seed in the West, the Lambton College Lions, and the 5 seed in the East, the Loyalist Lancers. Thank you for joining us. We will be right back. are back inside the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex here at beautiful Lambton College in Sarnia, Ontario, home of Canada's second Prime Minister, Sir Alexander Mackenzie. We are here today as the Lambton College Lions, 4th place in the OCAA's Western Division, host the 5th place in the Eastern Division Loyalist Lancers in the first round of OCAA playoff matchups. The Lions trail 40-34 headed into the third quarter. Lions were able to go on a run to close out the second quarter, led and fueled by A.J. Edwards and contributions from Tyrell Miller and co. to be able to pull this back to a 6-point game. All of that did seem to coincide with the big man from the Loyalist Lancers, Jalen Carter-Julian, finding himself in a little bit of foul trouble and a seat on the bench. Lions were able to close the gap, get this to a 6-point game as we look to be able to close this out here in the second half of this ball game. Lions are going to have to be able to navigate the three-headed monster for the Loyalist Lancers, who really showed their force in the first half of this ball game. Roma Kala, Kobe Tabate, and Jalen Carter-Julian, each with 9 points. The Lions, on the other hand, again, are paced by A.J. Edwards, 13 points in the second quarter, 15 in the first half. Still looking for some contributions from senior guard Tyrell Miller, as well as freshman phenom Milos Lukic, who both chipped in here in the first half. But the Lions will need a larger effort from both of those two players if they want to not only come back and even this ball game up, but potentially have an opportunity to host the next round here inside Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex. And that simply is just not going to get it done as Gashi turns the ball over and McCalla lays the ball in, and it is now extended out to 8 points. A little bit of a half-court trap deployed here by the Lancers out of half. Ball swung, that's Lukic for three, and that's good. And that is the Milos Lukic that we know and love here at Lambton College. Seems a little bit more confident with that stroke coming out of halftime. Edwards head manning the defense up top. Looks like the Lions are putting on a little bit of zone. Ball's deflected up. That's Carter-Julian up top now. Lukic one-on-one with McCalla. McCalla turns around and he kicks. Can't get it to go. That's Tablade. And another offensive rebound. This time it's Carter-Julian with a beautiful pass underneath the basket. My goodness, what a pass and a nice finish there. Speaking of nice finishes, that is Milos Lukic on the other end. Right-handed layup off the glass, and the Lions will look to settle things down defensively now. 1-3-1 zone, it looks like the Lions are playing here. Up top, now swung down underneath. Gashi gets a hand up to contest. Need a little bit of a team effort here defensively to get that rebound. That's Lukic, and the ball's still loose. Foul on the floor. Like it'll be Lancers ball. Crowd staying down here. Be the Loyalist ball. 14 on the shot clock. Lions getting stops but unable to get the defensive rebound is Demetrius Mpe with the ball underneath. That's a dribble drive, right-handed, unable to get it to go as the Lions start to put the clamps down defensively. Lukic gets out in transition, and that's exactly what we were talking about in the first half. Those were the kinds of plays and baskets that weren't falling for the Lions, but it is the MO of this offense is those long transition breaks, headman by passes from Tyrell Miller as Mpe hands it off underneath to Carter-Julian, who lays the ball in. Lions need stops. Newell kicks. My goodness, that's a nice left-handed finish there by Clayton Burgess. 46-43, the lead has been cut The Lions looking to seize the opportunity. Crowd and momentum getting loud here. You can see the student section under the basket. Helping this Lions team, encouraging some defensive play. That's a three-point shot, can't get it to go. Carter Julian throws the ball up. He gets it to go and will get an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. One of those plays, again, all the momentum. The Lions are crawling back into this game. The crowd's getting into it. And again, just another wonderful offensive possession by this Loyalist Lancers team. As Carter Julian unable to get the free throw to go, and Tyrell Miller soars to collect the rebound. That pass is deflected and collected by Ro McCalla. And we are going to have two shots. Foul's going to be on Miller on the block. That's a good call. Although I do like the thought there by Miller, trying to slide in, take the charge. McCalla, an excellent free throw shooter. No good on the first. And we're seeing this crowd, the student section here at Lambton College, banging the drums and making a difference with these free throws here in the second half. Basket is no good on a shooter violation. It is going to be Lions ball on the sideline, so score remains 48-43 as the Lions look to set up, run something here offensively as Edwards, who's been a spark plug for this offense so far. He kicks to Burgess. Burgess, that's a long two. We've got a push underneath, appears to be on the Lions. Looks like it'll be on Newell. 4 early fouls by the Lions here. It is now penalty situation. The next foul that occurs against the Lions will be a shooting penalty, and we are only 3 minutes and 10 seconds into this quarter. So this is not a very good start in terms of fouls for this Lions ball club. Tablade gets into the lane. He can't get it to go. Rebounds collected and pushed up the floor now. Edwards wide open. He's going to shoot it, and he's feeling it. My goodness. That right arm of A.J. Edwards is burning hot right now. Mpe up top. Now McCalla sets up. He loses control. Kicked into the middle to Carter Julian. Drives left. He dishes. And a foul called there on a jump shot in the lane. And the Lancers will go to the line. That is Romeo Cagenza. That is the 5th foul already of the quarter on the Lions. 6:05 on the clock. My goodness, that is tough. Cagenza, good on the first. His first trip to the line today. He is a 64% free throw shooter. He is good on both. And Cagenza will immediately take a seat. We'll see Juicy, who was a bit of a spark plug off the bench himself for this Lancers squad. 7 points in the first half. Edwards wide open again. Gets the front of the iron that time. 50-46. McCalla drives. Him and A.J. Edwards just in a heck of a matchup offensively, defensively. Both players have an excellent game so far. Miller crosses over, takes, floater in the lane. That's a beautiful play there by the senior guard, Tyrell Miller. Recently joined the 1,000-point club here at Lambton College. Was able to get that in the final game of the season against the Redeemer Royals. So congratulations is owed to Bolo there for that milestone as he gets his hand in and collects. What a steal there. Miller shoots the three, can't get it to go. Perhaps a little bit of contact on the shooting arm after the release. McCalla What an unbelievable pass and cut there to Blade. Finishes, great play right-handed, and an even better find by Romacala. Edwards drives left, gets into the key, and that will be the first foul called on the Loyalist Lancers this quarter. 4:56 remaining, as opposed to 5 on the board the other way. And Edwards is going to go to the line. Clayton Burgess checks out. Javante Griffith checks in. Edwards good on the first. A.J. Edwards having himself a fantastic ball game, leading the charge for this Lions squad. Good on the second. And he's been locked into a tough defensive matchup as well, guarding the points per game leader in the OCAA for most of this ball game, Romacala on the other end. That's MP. MP has the ball deflected. Tosh blocks. And a foul called on the body. Liam Tosh absolutely rejected. Jalen Carter-Julian on that play, but a little bit of contact on the body there sends Julian to the line. Carter-Julian, excellent free throw shooter for a big man. Misses the front end here. Again, this student section here, Lambton College, impacting some of these free throws here in the second half. Carter-Julian shoots the second, can't get that to go either. And that's uncharacteristic of the 70% free throw shooter. Edwards, dribble drive, kicks. Now Miller up top, likes his matchup. Refuses the ball screen by Griffith. He can't get it to go. Miller was blocked there and then turns the ball over to a Juicy entry pass, and oh my goodness, great ball movement. Another foul committed by the Lions there, and that's physicality under the basket, absolutely. But the unfortunate part is they've got themselves into a position where the Lancers are going to be shooting here the rest of the way. There's still over 4 minutes left here in this quarter. So you've not only got to be, you've not only got to be aware of the personal fouls and how that's going to impact the Lions roster out there, but also team foul situation, given this Lancer team, who's an excellent free throw shooting team, as Carter-Julian gets the first to go. Excellent free throw shooting team, an opportunity every single time at open opportunities at the basket and opportunities to be able to put points on the board. He gets the second. We'll have a substitution check in. I believe that's Ryan Barrett. Lions look to cut into this 4-point deficit. Miller, we've seen him pull up from there before. That's not out of his range. Step back, three, long off the back iron and out. Corey King in for the Lions now. He's up top on a Juicy. Ball is kicked. That's to Blade. Elbow jump shot, back iron and out. Nobody able to get the rebound for the Lions, and the ball's deflected off of Jalen Carter-Julian and will be Lions ball. Very interested in seeing, obviously, a team that's been able to pick up here defensively, full court. They're aggressively attacking ball handlers and just doing such a good job defensively. Only one foul here so far in this quarter as Tyrell Miller settles for a step back jump shot that's back iron and out again. Ball is swung. Entry pass in, can't get it to go. That's Jaheim Foster down there. Foster having a discussion with his bench. It looks like James Grant would like to do the same for the Lions here. Timeout on the floor. 54-50. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lions have found themselves and been able to pull themselves out of a double-digit deficit in this game. Get back within 4 points. However, again, they are in tough for the remainder of this third quarter. Foul trouble, both players and the team, meaning the Lancers are going to the line every foul committed by the Lions the rest of the way. Free throw opportunities for the Lancers have really and could be the difference here. Excellent free throw shooting ball club. We've seen the student section here at Lambton College maybe have an impact on some of the shooters here in the second half, but at the end of the day, they are a 74% free throw shooting team, and we've seen some responses, namely Jalen Carter-Julian missing a couple early in the quarter, responding with 2 big ones there on their last possession. And it'll be Lions ball coming in. We'll see what they're able to do. Again here, very aggressive defense. We see this Loyalist Lancers club pick up in the front court. They've done an excellent job of not fouling. Less than 3 to go, only 1 foul on the board. The Lions have settled a little bit on the outside. High ball screen, Edwards, no good. And that'll be Lions ball in the front court. 14 on the shot clock. Front court reset after the ball deflected out of bounds off the jump shot. Griffith takes. He picks up, now it's Edwards up top. Edwards, who's done a lot of the damage for this Lions club. Edwards, oh, that's gotta be a foul. Fantastic call there by our officiating crew. Edwards deemed on the pass, which it was, trying to move the ball. A lot of contact there on the ground. There's Griffith up top, now King. King turns the ball over, my goodness, and that's Ro McCalla, who has put his stamp on this ball game. Ro McCalla is just a fantastic player and really showing his worth here this afternoon. 56-54 Lions trail. Kick to the corner. That's Newell. It appears that Newell's going to shoot 3 shots. Perhaps a cylinder foul, or was it after the release? After the release, I guess it'll be Lions ball in the front court. After the release, I guess, Newell's shooter came back to the ground and then was fouled. So we'll have Edwards up top. Miller with the jab step. Tough pass across 3 defenders. Great deflection there, a couple by the Lions. They look to push. Gashi kicks, Edwards, bang! My goodness, A.J. Edwards. I mean, what more could you say about this young man today? Playoff atmosphere, playoff game, and this guy knows something about playoffs in the OCAA as he's helped the Lions to a silver medal at OCAA baseball championships last year. This guy knows. A.J. Edwards on the break, a dish. Lukic up, and there's a foul on the break. Lukic is going to go to the line for 2. As we were alluding to earlier, A.J. Edwards, a 2-sport athlete here at Lambton College, playing on the men's baseball team as well as the men's basketball team. 2-time OCAA medalist with the baseball program here at Lambton College. Lukic to the line, good on the first. 1:18 remaining here in the third quarter. Lukic good on the second. Lions stuck one. One defensive stop away from an opportunity to take a lead here in the third quarter. Edwards matched up with McCalla up top. Newell gets beat, but the layup is no good as Miller collects the defensive board. Lions going to push in transition. Ball's moved. That's can't get it to go. Gashi with the O board, but he's stripped. Carter Julian has the ball deflected. Ro McCalla has the ball blocked. He steps out of bounds. And the student section is letting Ro McCalla have it, much to the disdain of the official underneath. What a sequence of plays there. That is OCAA playoff basketball at its finest. Edwards crosses the timeline. Lions with an opportunity to take the lead here. Swung to Miller. Miller, crab dribble, pulls up. There's Gashi drives. He gets it in. He is rejected by Carter Julian. And that is Jaheim Foster, who is rejected but fouled as well. Could have been a little bit of contact there by A.J. Edwards. Jaheim Foster is going to go to the line. Got a sub coming in. Foster had an excellent first half of this game, 9 points himself. Much above his season average, which is only 3.7 points. Opportunity to add to those numbers here from the charity stripe. Long off the rim, no good on the first one, as again we continue to see a few more misses from this normally very stout free throw shooting Loyalist Lancers club in this end of the floor where the Lambton College student section is moving. Lions stuck two. Edwards looking for the Lions to set up. Try to take their time here with this possession. Difference is 3 seconds between shot and game clock. High screen there by Newell. Edwards sauces, kicks. Newell for three, no good. And that'll be another attempt that the Lancers will get from the free throw line. Tough play and position there. I mean, you definitely understand trying to get your hand in on a play, maybe deflect a loose ball, give your team an opportunity to tie or take the lead before the quarter, but the uncontrolled nature leading to some illegal contact, and now again, we have the Lancers shooting at the charity stripe, and an opportunity with the clock stop to extend this lead before the quarter. Carter Julian hits on the first. You can hear the small cheering section for the Loyalist Lancers in the southwest corner of the gymnasium. Carter Julian back ironing in. Miller, deep, no good. And that will be the quarter here at the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex. The Lions cut in to the halftime lead of the Lancers. Now stuck 4, 59-55. Headed into the fourth quarter. 10 more minutes of OCAA first round basketball here in Sarnia. We'll see if the Lions are able to make the appropriate adjustments. We saw a fantastic defensive effort there in the third quarter. We've actually really seen it all day from this Lions club. Defensively hasn't really been the problem. They've limited some of these bigger players. They've limited one of the most potent offenses in the OCAA, a team averaging over 94 points a game, almost 95, 94.9 points per game. And they've limited them to 59 here through three quarters. So again, they've done a good job defensively. It's now just about seeing the ball go through the hoop. A.J. Edwards has done a fantastic job here so far for the Lions, seeing the ball go through the hoop. He's got 23 points, my goodness, with still 10 minutes to play. And again, we saw Tyrell Miller come to life a little bit there in that in that third quarter. But again, it's going to be some of these younger players on this Lambton team that are going to need to step up. And what better way to learn how to win in the playoffs than to do it coming from behind in your home gym. We'll look to see guys like Milos Lukic, Owen Newell, Albin Gashi, though he's been here for a few years now, 3-year player here for the Lions. We'll need to see some contribution from those guys. Lukic came alive there, a few fast break opportunities, a big three in the last few seconds there of the third quarter. But again, this game is going to be won and lost at the charity stripe and capitalizing on turnovers from the other team. So again, always an indicator here, especially at this level of college basketball, free throws and turnovers. Unfortunately, the Lions found themselves in foul trouble there early and often in the third quarter. They're going to have to remedy that in the fourth if they want a chance at not only winning this game, but as we alluded to earlier, hosting a quarterfinal matchup thanks to the 8th seed in the West, Sheridan Bruins, heading to Barrie, Ontario, defeating the Georgian Grizzlies yesterday, 104-101. Winner of this game hosts the quarterfinal next week. Mpe in the lane. He turns the ball over. Miller on the break. That's Newell lays the... Oh, I'm sorry. Two-handed crush by Owen Newell. Well done, sir. And that gets some juice into this gym. Lions trail by 2. Jaheim Foster lays the ball up. He can't get it to go. Extended push for Lukic, he can't control. And it is going to be Lancer ball. 2-point ball game. My goodness, the Den is coming alive here. One stop these Lions need for an opportunity to tie or take the lead. That's to Blade. Now it's Foster to Ajuzzi. Ajuzzi dribbles right, steps back. Mpe from deep. Oh my goodness, that's a big shot from a big man. Lions stuck 5. You could feel a little bit of the momentum kind of seep out of the room there with that big shot by Mpe. Miller drives right, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound there by Owen Newell. Edwards for 3, he can't get it to go. Great box outs, 3 of them by the Loyalist Lancers. Ajuzzi dribbles left, he gets into the lane, turns around again. That is a travel. Again, another great defensive possession for the Lions. It's just whether they can get out of this rut offensively. A.J. Edwards has been the offense for the better part of this game. We'll see if he can get something going here. That is absolutely out of bounds. A lot of contact there on the dribble drive, but hey, this is OCAA men's basketball. I'm okay with that. Ajuzzi now with Edwards. Mpe up top. Elbow jump shot, he can't get it to go. Miller collects. Miller pushes. Here's Edwards. Edwards takes on Foster. Passes to Newell. A lot of contact, nothing there. It'll be out of bounds underneath. Much to the disdain of James Grant. A lot of contact called in the third quarter and nothing on that play. And I think he would be absolutely fair one way or the other, whether it was offensive contact, defensive contact, but there was definitely something on that play. To Blade. Over the timeline. He dribbles left. And now Mpe drives left-handed. My goodness. What a finish as he starts to write his chapter of this story in the fourth quarter. Mpe coming alive. Newell drives right. Kicks to Miller. Miller in the key up and can't get it to go, but he's going to shoot 2. 64-57, Lions trail. Gashi checks out, Burgess checks in. Miller going to the line for 2. Miller good on the first. Miller a 76.8% free throw shooter. Misses the third. That is going to be Tyrell Miller's third miss from the charity stripe today, which is uncharacteristic for him. That's absolutely a block, I believe, on the Lions. Or a foul of some sort. Good call there by our official underneath. Jalen Carter-Julian going up to the charity stripe. He's going to look to collect. 64-58, Lions stuck 6. Opportunity to extend for the Lancers. Carter-Julian no good. And boy, you can feel that this building, this gymnasium right now, they want to get going. They want to get behind this team. Keep doing a good job defensively as they get another miss. Griffith collects the board, and a pass is deflected and turned over again. The Lions now need another stop. Ajuzzi up top, going to use the high Carter-Julian screen. He gets loose, and that's never great. That is a three-point jump shot there by Walker, no good. Ball's deflected around. Miller comes up with it. Miller drives a tough pass. My goodness, Milos Lukic now up top, and that's an excellent call by our center official on the other side. A lot of contact in there as he went up. And the Lions will look to cut into this lead now from the charity stripe. Lukic really coming alive here in the second half. Perhaps a little bit of jitters. First-year player, first time playing in a playoff game. He gets the first free throw to go in the first half there. But he's really shown some prowess here in the second half. Lukic good on the second. We'll see Evander Doxley, product of Sarnia Northern High School, check into the game here for Lukic. Bigger lineup by the Lions here as Doxley's basically playing the 3 with Griffith and Tosh. We've got Edwards up top. 1-3-1 zone. Oh, a lot of footwork in there by Mpe. He can't get it to go. Doxley collects the rebound. He's been a spark plug on the defensive end and rebounding both sides of the floor. That's a deep shot by Tyrell Miller. Can't get it to go. Lions down 4. 6:13 remaining here in the fourth quarter. That's McCallow's strip. Ajuzzi in the corner, and ball is rebounded there by Miller. Lions look to push. Thought better of it, kicked out. Edwards wide open. He collects himself off the pump fake. My goodness, A.J. Edwards is cruising right now. This is a spectacular performance, one that will be remembered in Lions men's basketball history if they are somehow able to pull off this comeback on the back of A.J. Edwards. Carter-Julian is tied up underneath Liam Tosh. We have a held ball. That will be Lions possession. Arrows in favor of the team in white. 64-63. Lions looking for their first lead of this basketball game. An opportunity here. Edwards refuses a Griffith screen. Excellent entry pass there. Ball's now kicked out. Miller up top. Miller pass to Griffith. Griffith kicks Edwards wide open. I don't know how you leave him. He can't collect there as Carter-Julian. Wow, What a lucky break by the Lancers there. Edwards gets on his horse, collects the loose ball. He lays it up and in. My goodness, A.J. Edwards. He is everywhere tonight. A.J. Edwards. What more can we say about this young man? My goodness. And he's looking back at the student section, getting some extra energy. We'll have a substitution on the floor. Newell back in. Replaces Tosh. Lions' first lead of the game. Edwards to the line. Back iron and out, but ball's deflected. Miller collects. He's up. That's contact. He finishes through it. Lions are up 67-64, and look at this place explode. We knew it. We could feel it. This place was ready to roar. And the Lions finally were able to get on their horse offensively. Again on the back of A.J. Edwards. Three-point jump shots, collecting loose balls, finishes in transition. My goodness, he's done it all, and he's got them to this point, 67-64. Late here in the fourth quarter. The student section is roaring. They've got the drums going down there. This Lions team, led by fifth-year guard Tyrell Miller. Second-year player A.J. Edwards. Milos Lukic has had a fantastic second half. Contributions by Liam Tosh and Evander Doxley. Javante Griffith, excellent on the boards as well. It's been a fantastic game. We said coming into this game, we knew that this was a very potent offense by this Lancers team. 94.9 points per game in the regular season. And the Lions have held them to 64 here with 4:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. And now it is time for this Lions team to respond. Continue to do what you're doing on the defensive end, I believe is the message that head coach James Grant shared with this lineup. In that timeout to Blade. He moves now up top to a Juicy. McCalla sets up. He swings. A Juicy. He's got a bit of a mismatch on Newell. Ball's entry pass deflected off of Mpe. My goodness. My goodness. The Lions have an opportunity to extend this lead. What a move by head coach James Grant, going big in this fourth quarter, utilizing some of his bigger athletic players in the front court and allowing A.J. Edwards and Tyrell Miller some space on the outside. My goodness, A.J. Edwards, another three. He has 31 on the night. That is unbelievable. McCalla from deep, no good. Ball's loose on the deck. Held possession, arrows in favor of the Lancers. What more can we say about the young man, A.J. Edwards, coming into this game averaging 10.9 points per game. What he does, though, is so much more than just the box score. Unbelievable defender, pesky, averaging over 2 steals a game, distributes the ball well. Mpe lays the ball up. That's a goaltend. Yeah, absolutely. Great call there. Mpe continues to be wide open underneath as the Lions deploy that 1-3-1. They'll take it, though. Again, A.J. Edwards always doing so much more than what the box score dictates. However, today the box score is going to represent truly what A.J. Edwards has contributed to this. Okay, oh wow. So we have a foul. And then a goaltend. That is a very tough play. So Mpe's gonna get one. He's long. Edwards now up the floor. Swung to the corner, that's Doxley. Doxley out to Miller. Miller's deep. A.J. Edwards. Find a way to get that man the ball right now. He Entry pass to Griffith, who finds Doxley. Back to Griffith, pump fake, lays up. Griffith collects on the offensive board, and that's a kickball. Excellent play underneath. Lions will have a fresh 14 in the front court, 70-66. Lions lead here, 3:39 left. A little bit of administration there from our officiating crew. A little bit of a delay. We are back and ready for basketball here, fourth quarter. First round OCAA playoff matchup. Ball is swung. Edwards, who's been hot, let him cook. He can't get it to go. That's a heck of a rebound by Jalen Carter-Julian. Ball sent out on the break. Ajuzzi gets the ball to go. And that's a just uncontrolled play there by Tyrell Miller. The layup was had, and now you're giving them an opportunity to be able to cut into this lead further. I mean, you love the effort and opportunity there defensively to be able to try to get back and block that shot, but a situation like this, you don't want to be giving away free opportunities from the line on a play that's really already been had. Jump shot there is good by Ajuzzi. It looks like he had a signature symbol for the student section there at Lambton College. All right, ball is swung up top. Tyrell Miller, he swings. A.J. Edwards jab steps. Finds Lukic in the corner. He can't get it to go. Offensive board. Miller hucks it up. That's no good. Mpe collects. Lions lead 70-69. Oh, baby. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be a heck of a finish. Mpe down low. He kicks to Carter-Julian. Jab step, spins back to the middle. And he gets it to go. Layup off the glass. He's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Jalen Carter-Julian, really been an X factor. I say that, but I mean, he's been a fantastic player all season, key cog for this team, but realistically, he's made his presence felt by this Lions club today. Jalen Carter-Julian, good. Now the Lions find themselves down again, 72-70. Coming up on 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. First round OCAA playoff matchup. Lions break the three-quarter court press fairly easily. Settle into their offense. 16 on the shot clock. Edwards moves. Gashi now on a DHO with Lukic. Miller uses the Lukic screen. He kicks. Gashi drives. And he is fouled. I believe it'll be Mpe or Carter-Julian. You pick. As Albin Gashi will go to the line. Oh, injury on the floor. Wow, first time I've seen that in OCAA ball game. Player dragged off the floor by a coach or trainer. 4 fouls on each side right now, team fouls that is, so both teams will be shooting the rest of the way. Gashi side, rim, and out. Again, free throws and turnovers usually indicate the winner of a basketball game. No good, again by Gashi. Defensive board is collected by Carter-Julian. Mpe up top, defended by Newell. He drives, gets into the paint, he kicks. That's Ajuzzi working Miller. Ajuzzi loses control. McCalla deep two. My goodness, that's a heck of a jump shot. You couldn't play defense much better there Just a tough break by the Lions. Stuck 4. Ball in the front court now. 74-70, less than 2 to go. Lions taking a lot of time on this possession. Ball's entered into Miller. Miller to Newell. Great look. What a dish. Tyrell Miller, second in the OCAA in assists per game, and looking like it there. A Juicy matched up with Miller. Miller looks like he wants to get his hands in there. Mpe for 3. My goodness. Oh, we've got a little bit of a hold underneath and no call, and that leads to a lay-in on the other side. My goodness, we have a player dragged to the ground by Jalen Carter-Julian and no call. Play in the corner there. Lukic kicks. There's Gashi. Gashi Euro steps. Now that's Lukic in the corner. He can't get the 3 to go. And we have an offensive foul down there. So Jalen Carter-Julian is rewarded with an offensive foul on the defensive end of the floor. But on the previous possession, drags a man to the floor. And that's a tough pill to swallow for the Lions right now. 76-72, timeout here. Loyalist will be in possession. Last minute or so of this ball game. Under a minute and a half left. Crowd here is weary. Lions stuck 4. They need a big last few possessions here. One stop. They've done an excellent job defensively here tonight, limiting some of this potent offense, whether it's a Juicy or McCalla, both of whom have done some damage offensively, but held well below their overall numbers. McCalla with 16 points, usually about 25 to 26 a game. Lions have limited that. They've done an excellent job defensively here, but offensively just seem to have gotten a little bit of stagnant. A lot of good ball movement the last few possessions down the floor. Just not being able to capitalize on some good looks and or, again, as we saw in the previous play before the break, offensive foul leads to a turnover. 54.9 seconds to go here. Lions need a steal, and Mpe's going to go up. He lays the ball up, can't get it to go. Lions maintain possession as Doxley has it. We're now 40 seconds left. Lions stuck 4. Need a bucket here. Layup, Newell's good. Clock stops, 36 on the clock. Just a stop. The Lions just need a stop here. Trap is broken, Mpe, and he kicks to Carter-Julian. Lions will call timeout. That will be their final timeout. Look to advance the ball here, hopefully. James Grant will look to draw up something. It'll either be for Miller or Edwards at this point in time. Miller's done an excellent job here in the last few minutes of this fourth quarter. He's attracting a lot of attention defensively from the Lancers. He's finding the open man on the cut to the basket. Been Newell a couple times. Great finishes. Look to see if they draw something similar up to that. Edwards, A.J. Edwards, 31 points. I mean, never a bad idea to go to him at this point either. So Coach Grant has some options. More than likely as well, he'll be reviewing in this timeout the process after the offensive possession, what that next step is, which will most likely be some sort of press, trap, whatever, force a turnover. And if unable to do so, then the Lions will be sending the Lancers to the line. My goodness, what an afternoon of basketball we've been treated here at the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex inside Lambton College here in beautiful Sarnia, Ontario. Miller inbounds. He finds Newell. To Edwards. To Miller, who turns the ball over. And now the Lions need to foul, and they need a lot of help. Foul there on Lukic. And the Lions are living on a prayer right now. It is not over. I believe that is Lukic's 5th foul of the game, so he will take a seat. It is not over, but it doesn't look great. McCalla misses. There's still a glimmer of hope with every free throw missed. 17.8 on the game clock. Makes the second. It is now a 5-point game, 79-74. Lions need to get in the front court and score quickly. Shot goes up, hit, no call there, and that will all but seal the game here as the Lancers will go to the line. 8.7 on the clock, Lions stuck 5. If this game gets to 7, unfortunately, that may mean the end of the season for the Lambton College Lions. McCalla, the OCAA's leading scorer, 74+% free throw shooter. Can't get the first to go, so again, the glimmer of hope remains open. Caps on the second, 6 points. Lions need 2 threes in 8 seconds. Miller's got to get up the floor. He shoots, no good. Ball is deflected, 1.3 on the clock, and now this is simply an exercise. Lions should hold their heads high here as the season closes out. Miller for 3, no good. Hold their heads up high. They are defeated by the visiting Loyalist Lancers 80-74. Excellent season by Coach James Grant, the rest of this ball club. Very young ball club here. Wonderful career for Tyrell Miller as he finishes out his 5th season here at Lambton College and his career in the OCAA. But this team, this Lions team, will be here and will be back, in years to come. Again, players like Lukic, Burgess, Newell, all 1st or 2nd year players, all going to be key contributors. Jackson Howard as well in the future. James Grant always does a fantastic job recruiting players and keeping this team and the momentum that this team's built over the last couple seasons moving forward. With that, we will close off our broadcast here today. Lions men's basketball fall 80-74 to the visiting Loyalist Lancers and will end their season on that note. Thank you all for your time and for being a part of the Lambton College Lions men's basketball here this season. It's been a wonderful year, and thank you, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.